Hey everybody, what's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Tammy Talks here. Let's talk Married at First Sight San Diego, Season 15, Episode 8, Party Wars. If you're brand new to my channel, I do breakdowns on various TV shows, both scripted and reality, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. So, if you enjoy that type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel, thumbsing up the video, and then hopping in the comment section so we can talk about everything that happened on this episode. We're talking Stacia and Nate. There is not a lot of content with the two of them. This episode, but let's go ahead and talk anyways. So Nate goes out to lunch with a friend of his, lunch or dinner. And he said that he was super happy when he saw Stacia walking down the aisle. He was immediately attracted to her. He was happy about that. Or he was happy she wasn't. That's all I'm saying. He said that the chemistry that they have is unreal. So it started off as like we have really good chemistry, and then now they're like clicking. He said they giggle all the time, they laugh all the time. They're in a really good place with each other. So his friend asked how he is doing with opening up to her because he has a hard shell. Production plant question. And Nate was like, I don't have a hard shell. He said, but he feels that he feels that he himself opens up and is able to process his feelings, and he's vulnerable because she goes to therapy. She has a differing opinion on his level of openness. So he said that because of that, he's thinking of going to therapy because she wants him to go deeper. He does not know how to go deeper. So he wants to go to therapy. And then his friend was like, really? And he was like, yeah, happy wife, happy life. And his friend was like, absolutely not. Don't do it for her. Which kind of goes along with what everybody else has been saying on Twitter, on YouTube, on everywhere, that Nate is a person, or his representative right now is just agreeing with whatever Stacia wants. Stacia says, oh, let's do this, let's go to therapy. Okay. Stacia says, let's maybe switch dances. Okay. Like whatever Stacia wants, Nate is totally agreeing with, and he's going along with, because he just wants to come across as this like super nice person, this super agreeable guy. His representative is still showing. So his friend was like, going to therapy, doing something like that, you have to really put in the work, right? So if you're not going to go into therapy with the correct intentions, which mean, are you going to go into therapy and really do this because you really want to find out more about yourself and find out how you can go deeper? Or are you doing this just because you feel that this is just what she wants you to do? So Nate was like, no, I really want to do this. I really feel like this is like the best thing ever for me to do. We'll see. I really feel like, and I've said it before, I said it last week, that I feel like Nate is really just doing stuff because he wants to get in her good graces. And that's it. Do I think that Nate genuinely likes her? I think he does surface level, but I think Stacia's bossiness, Stacia wanting him to like kind of really change who he is so suddenly. He's constantly being put to a test. He's constantly going through hoops and all this other stuff with her. That's going to get old very quickly, and I think that's getting old very quickly now with her. With him. So he said that he admits that he is worried about getting vulnerable, and then after decision day, she kind of switches up. So like while she's waiting for the other shoe to drop, he is too. So their theme is a 70s party. I cackled because somebody on Twitter said that it's kind of interesting how they were just calling, little black kids savages and stuff, a couple episodes ago. But what y'all know from the 70s is y'all want to have afros. I didn't say it. It's just what Twitter was saying. So Nate is talking to her sister and her friend. And he said that the marriage is going good so far, but she wants kids. He said that he hasn't even seen her with kids. So he wants to see how she is with children first because she don't even like dogs. So I mean, that's a good point. Let's see you interact with some, with some youngins first. He also said that she's a workaholic. So he's concerned about that because Stacia has told us she works, 12 to 15-hour days sometimes. So if you're a person that works 12 to 15-hour days, what are you going to be like after you have these kids? Are you going to slow down? Are you going to come to an abrupt hard stop? And slow down with these kids? Like, how is that exactly going to work? So he said he's nervous about that. He also points out the fact that, her house is like a museum. So, kids are messy. They're all over the place. So he, it's something that he really wants to kind of, discuss and find out more about. Stacia's talking to his friends, and she said that she's 37, so she wants kids sooner than later. Nate wants to wait another 3 to 5 years. That puts her between 40 and 42 years old. As we all know, the risks for women are higher, the kind of the older you get. So one of his friends pointed out that he might feel like he wants to wait because he didn't grow up with another parent in the house. So because he didn't grow up with a mother in the house, he might want to model things like his father. So he probably wants to feel like once I can provide solely for everybody without factoring in Stasia's income, without factoring in Stasia's anything, I want to be able to monetarily and financially provide for the family myself. So that's probably what he's waiting for. His other friend said that maybe, keep reinforcing to him that you're not going to leave him, much like other females in his life has. Nate probably has some deep rooted issues because of the fact that his mom did leave him at a young age. Even though he keeps saying that he doesn't have any emotion about it, it's not at the surface. If he goes to therapy and he starts really digging into it, that might bubble up, but that could also be something that he's just not ready to do. And the fact that Stacia is expecting him to come in and all of a sudden switch everything up because she has done that work already, it's not fair to him. It's not fair. So later when the guys are all together and the girls are all together, Stacia doesn't talk much about her and Nate, but in regards to Alexis feeling like Justin doesn't share enough, she does mention that there are times where Nate will ask her a question, and even though she's a person that overshares and is very, very open and vocal about everything, there are just times that she forgets to say stuff just because it's not on the forefront of your mind. You know how when you're having a conversation with somebody about something and it's like, oh, damn, I forgot to mention so-and-so. So you know what I mean? So that could be the case with Nate. So Stacia was just more, I feel like she was more supportive in this scene with the other ladies than really anything else. Nate, on the other hand, talks about how they have not consummated the marriage yet, but he said he did get some dessert after dinner. Justin's late ass was like, what does that mean? I said, it mean that he went down. There was fellatio. That's what that means, okay? I think that Stacia and Nate have slept together. I do. I know there are some people other people that think that as well. I think there's absolutely no way with the way that shower scene went, the way that some of their other scenes have gone. I don't think with you can see the physical attraction that they have for each other. I can see I think that they have consummated. They're gonna keep that lie alive. But I feel like Nate's gonna slip up and say it because whenever the conversation of consummation comes up, it's always like a pause with him, and then it's like, oh yeah, she said don't tell nobody, and then he says no. Stacia and Nate's biggest issue though is going to be her controlling. She seems very controlling, very bossy. It's one thing to be bossy about clean up this, pick up this, that type of stuff, but you're trying to control his emotions, which just isn't fair. You can't control somebody's emotions. You can't force him to want to talk about his mom if he's not ready. Is that something that should happen, throughout these next 8 weeks? Yes, but let him do it on his own time. Let him come around and have that conversation. Stacia, girl, we see why you single. We see it. If you have not already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, hop in the comment section. Not a lot happened with Stacia and Nate these past couple episodes, but let me know what you guys think about the couple, and I will catch you guys in the next one.